Alex Gaskarth, all-time low. That's with a dry mouth. That's a tough one to say. Gaskarth. I want to make sure I get it right. Thank you for joining me today, and very excited. Monsters blowing up huge. Congratulations, first off, on you and the guys' performance on Ellen this week. Looked fantastic. Was it strange to perform on a stage, on a set, in a time like right now? Normally, I think in years past, you guys have played to just having dozens and dozens and dozens of screaming fans when you do like a talk show circuit. And now it's like, go ahead, guys. Has that been like just kind of a trip for you guys to get used to?
Yeah, it's the only person in the audience was Ellen.
Like nice private concert.
Which is, yeah, I mean, that's pressure. No, it's so unique. Everything we've done around this record cycle has been a first for us, pretty much. You know, I mean, because with the pandemic and with lockdown and all of it, we've had to find creative new ways to share our music with people. And there have been a lot of bright spots because of it through a fairly dark year and some change now. But you know, the performance on Ellen was kind of a prime example of us like getting to actually play, like come together as a band and play our songs and celebrate them again. And like, that felt absolutely incredible because it's been a year since we put this record out and we haven't actually been able to really do that a whole lot. You know, we did some live shows that we streamed with the four of us together last year, but since then we've done nothing. And so it was really cool to kind of like, you know, get one in again. It's starting to feel, you know, and as like, it feels like we're starting to maybe progress towards a place where it might be safe to get back out there and start playing real shows again. And that is incredible because this just feels like, you know, a precursor to that now. Like real life is starting to maybe get back to the way we know it. And I'm really looking forward to that.
And as you mentioned, your guys' latest album, Wake Up Sunshine, released last April, available to stream wherever you get your music, radio stations, digital, all of that fun stuff. Want to make sure people are listening to the album. Congratulations on the success of it as well. Another top 10 album for you guys.
Thank you.
You mentioned some bright spots during the year. Of course, we're not going to talk about the huge TikTok trend. And for you guys, you know, that song is not new by most measures of time. How did you start to see that big surge of people reminding us all that it's not just a phase, particularly their mothers, that it's not just a phase?
You know, it was kind of like, it's pretty funny and very rad that like simultaneously we had a brand new song, Monsters, kind of rising in the charts and doing really, really well for us. And it was very humbling and it was an incredible thing to sort of have a song go the way it has, like this far into a career. It's amazing that we can, you know, continue on. And it was just like a nice moment where like we had this new song that was doing its thing. And then one of our oldest songs suddenly had this resurgence. And it was like, the whole tone of that was like this isn't going anywhere. Like I know that like it was never a phase thing is kind of it's like a joke, but like at the same time, like there's some truth to it. Like,
sure,
rock and roll is not going anywhere. Like we're here to stay. And I think it was, there was kind of something fun about that, you know, people embracing it and like coming behind it again and rallying behind some of our older tunes was just very cool. Cause it like the moment rose up to meet the other moment. And that felt very special.
So it's never going to be one of those songs that years down the road, when you guys are playing a show, that's on we don't go back to that stuff list. Like, that song's always, Dear Maria Count Me In, is always going to be on the set list.
I think so, man. That feels like a staple song, and it's you know, it stood the test of time, and it's kind of implanted itself as a moment in a thing that happened back in the 2000s when that song came out. And you know, we're honored to be a part of, I guess, like music legacy at this point. It's just cool.
Very awesome. Now let's shift a little bit, talk Monsters. You mentioned the new song. Back in December, you posted a cover art on your Instagram of you and Blackbear and Demi Lovato, and it had this really cool Gorillaz cartoon style portrait to it. And you mentioned in the caption that, you know, the collab meant a lot to you. Walk us through that. What did that really mean to you to work with two other amazing artists?
Well, first and foremost, I mean, Bear came aboard for the version that came out in April with the album. And that in itself was an incredible experience and an incredible victory because, you know, I'm a fan of Bear. We wanted to collaborate together before, and it just so happened. It was like a kind of a perfect storm of the right moments, the right time, the right place. We were working on that song with this guy, Andrew, who was our producer for the track. And he had also been producing Bear's stuff at the time. And so it was just kind of like, he was sort of the bridge between both of us to try something new. And Bear just elevated the song to this incredible place. And then when we brought Demi on board, it was months later, the song had been out, and it was almost like we were doing kind of a reimagining of the song to celebrate the trajectory it had had so far.
Mm-hmm.
And Demi was the first person I thought of because she sounds really good on like anything she does. I think she particularly sounds rad when she does alt music.
Mm-hmm.
And she's someone I've known for a long time and have never, like, we'd never gotten to sit down and collaborate on something or work on something in that capacity together. And it was, it was real fun. Like she's a dang pop star. And so it was real cool to get her involved and to have her come on and sing on a rock song and marry those two worlds and like see how that would intersect. And, so far it's been an incredible, like, again, the experiment continues to kind of pay off. So it's been really rad.
You guys are rolling all the right dice. If you have any lotto scratchers or you guys are hitting any of the gaming casinos out there, definitely put a couple extra bucks down. Finally, just want to wrap up. Wake Up Sunshine, as we mentioned, came out last April, right as everything is starting to shut down and really clamp down.
Yeah.
If there ever was a year for the concept of emo music, it's probably been the last year. Everybody has been processing their thoughts, emotions, their feelings. Have you guys as a band, have you found just another deeper wave of that creativity as you've been, to your point, you've not been touring, you've been kind of sheltered down a little bit. Have you guys been able to just go crazy with creative ideas?
For sure. I mean, I always hesitate to use the term emo for us because like I never felt like we fit into that category exactly,
Sure.
but we were very much adjacent to it. So like it kind of definitely coexists and we can definitely live in that lane sometimes. And what was interesting was Wake Up Sunshine, the album, was a very celebratory record. It was almost like, the way I look at it, was a celebration of All Time Low's legacy. And then we sort of transitioned into what 2020 became. And obviously, yeah, it's a much heavier year. And so we did right away almost get back into the creative mindset and we started writing again. And I think what was interesting is we were able to write still very personally about things, how we were experiencing the year and what we were going through. But at the same time, there almost became this more overarching sentiment to the songs that was more about like a society and a thing, because it was a shared experience, this kind of this tragic, difficult, challenging year was something that it wasn't just a few of us, it was every single buddy, so like there was something to be said in that. There was music to be made about that collective experience. And I think what's kind of amazing about where maybe some of our new music is headed is that it does kind of speak to, I think, something that we all shared in together, and I'm really excited to share that with the world.
Well, we're looking forward to big things. Wake Up Sunshine available now, along with the current smash Monsters featuring blackbear and Demi Lovato. Alex Gaskarth, All Time Low, streaming everywhere, and listen to it on radio stations such as this one. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Thank you for having me, and thanks for supporting the song.
Thank you.